Hello and welcome to the Saturday morning live stream where we talk about tech, smart home related tech, and whatever's going on. So, welcome. Thank you if you're one of our regular viewers. I appreciate you guys being here. I've been doing this stream for 5 years now. So, thank you guys for joining week after week. And to all the new folks, welcome. If there's anything you want to talk about, any questions, put it down in the chat. But know that we sometimes, me, I get behind. So please, if you have any questions, just ask once. I definitely go through the whole chat. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to dive into the chat right now. Also, public service announcement. There is, you got to set your clock forward, or you're going to be waking up an hour early compared to the rest of the world. So Sunday night, set your clock forward. Yeah, it's a sad time. Daylight saving time is over. I like it. I know some people don't, but I do. So thank you. But remember to set up, and thank you for the thumbs up. I got to do the little animation now. See what Apple gives you? Completely unnecessary animations. But anyways, let's dive in. John, good morning. Hope you're doing well, John. And yeah, hope you're doing well in Texas. I know, like, for us, it's been awfully warm here. I'm excited for it to cool down. Nick, good morning. It's good to see you, Nick. Thank you. And thank you for coming by the Amazon live stream I did the other day. And Curtis, good morning from Wisconsin. Hey, welcome. And I think that's where my sister is, right? She's in Wisconsin. Yeah, they were in Minnesota. She's in Wisconsin. I can't remember the name of her town. But welcome, Curtis. And Devon, happy November to you. This is when things get crazy. This is when all the sales start happening, all the videos on new stuff coming out. Tomorrow's video is going to be on the new Echo Show 8. It did see some improvements, and unfortunately, some things didn't improve. John, good. Oh, come on, I went right by Bill Wilson, the official timekeeper of the Craig's Tech Talk channel. He pops in the messages to let me know that I need to move it along. Thank you, Bill. And how are your eyes doing? Now that it's been a little bit. So yeah, and good morning, John. John was at our member stream. That's where we were talking about some of the upcoming products coming out. I can't say what it is, what they are. Wind Rider, hey, welcome. Good morning to you, and thank you for being here. Bill Wilson, get your questions ready. Bring it. And I got a new animation. You know, when we got we got to go with this one first. We get a last call going like 5 minutes before 10 or something. And then we throw the, hey, sorry, we're closed for questions, folks. It's time to get out. We got to go do chores and other things today. So, hey, William, good morning and welcome. Hope you're doing well. What did you think about the Apple event? It shouldn't have happened. It seems like a kind of waste of time, money, resources. Yeah, I did. I mean, when it comes to shot on an iPhone, I understand as someone who's done lighting, entertainment lighting for years, what it really takes to bring things to the quality that you see on TV. The fact that you can achieve that in any capacity with a small sensor in a camera is impressive. So the fact they had to use gimbals and jibs and lenses and all these other things, at the end of the day, the iPhone sensor was able to capture low light pretty well, and nobody knew they were watching an iPhone. So from a technical standpoint, I like that. But the event itself, they introduced the M3 chips. For one, I think people, it's like, hey, we have an event to kind of rub it in your face that you bought the M2 Pro back in January. Yeah, you probably should have waited. No, but no, I think it could have been a press release. So it wasn't really worth watching. You know, I mean, these devices are so minimal with upgrades at this point that it's a chip upgrade. So I don't know why they should have just done a press release like other stuff, in my opinion. Let's see, David Nolan. Hey, welcome, man. How are you doing? Yeah, one of your favorites. Yeah, one of the biggest flaws of the new Echo Show 8. It's got the same screens that pop up, same ads, same stuff. No, so, Sharon, hey, welcome. Spring forward and fall back. Yeah, the spring forward. I used to do lighting for a Home Depot event, and we would work about probably 14-hour days was normal for to do the event, 14 to 16 hours, and it never failed. One of the days always fell on that spring forward fallback. And you're like, damn, lose an hour of sleep. Hated it. But now I don't care. I'm working from home. Happy Saturday. Hey, Larry, welcome. I thought it was fall back, not spring forward so soon. We set our clocks back an hour. Yeah, that's where you gain the extra hour of sleep. So wait a moment. If you don't set it back, I thought my logic was sound. I may have said forward and fall back, but the idea is that if you don't put it back, you're going to wake up an hour before everybody else and show up an hour early because everybody got that extra hour sleep. Let me know. I might have, who knows what leaves my mouth at times. Alan, good morning to you. Welcome, Alan. And man, this is the man who helps me. He's like, hey, you got to be able to have limits. I appreciate you, Alan. So thank you, man. Andrew, I just lost my thing. Andrew, hey, hi all over. Came the issue of 2 soundbars and 2 devices, TV and projector. Use generic remote to control individual devices. Oh, hi all, overcame the issue of 2 soundbars and 2 devices. So you went, went with the universal remote to be able to control them both. Good. I'm glad you got it all set forward. Larry, we do set the clocks back an hour. Sharon, yeah, Mike, I don't know what. I love it. Now we've started the controversy. DST has been proven to be a good idea in Ben Franklin's time. He invented it, but today it costs more than standard time. See, and you know what? I think it's just committing to one. Just committing to one. So it doesn't feel like, you don't feel a change. Like I'm all, there was a logic to things. Like I was watching something. They were saying that school started in having summers off because it was just too hot for school. And a lot of the certain families, I guess, who could afford so would take the kids. So it just kind of became not a good time to have school because no AC. So how true that is, I don't know. But yeah, I can appreciate what you're saying, Bill. But now that it's here, I'm like, just lock it in on one. And Sharon, I hate DST. See, we started the controversy. This is bigger than politics or any of those other hot points. DST or not. So Kenneth, welcome. I hope you're doing well. And Curtis, yeah, the dual thumbs up to use my Apple animations, or you give a thumbs down. It's sad and it starts to rain. I don't know why Apple puts money into that stuff. William Craig, what do you think about the Nanoleaf 4D kit? I have not used it. I was going to buy it. The whole reason I have not bought it yet is I did see Shane Watley's video, saw some of his video on it, and it looked extremely dim. That's where, and seeing it and being a lighting guy and being able to read between the lighting lines, there's certain things I notice because people will say things like to me, they're like, Philip Hue sucks. They're garbage. They're overpriced. They're crap. No, they're not. That is some of the best purple you're going to get out of a light. That is pure purple, saturated and awesome. There's no way my Nanoleaf can achieve that purple at that intensity. So that's where when I say things from a lighting standpoint, I say them from a fact-based professional lighting person who spent 25 plus years in the entertainment lighting industry. I'm trying to give an example. I just flipped in Shane's video, which I really like Shane's stuff. And this is, I think it's just, that's not what. Yeah, I mean, even Shane, like in his video, was saying that it's, I'm hearing it now, that it just doesn't have the intensity. You just have better options that just have more punch out of them. That room is pretty dark right there. So that's not impressive at all to me. That's actually pretty weak. So that I would like for it to be good. I may spend the money to get it, but I wasn't excited about it after that. John, last week we had freezing temperatures, 5 inches of snow. 5 inches of snow? Get out. And 80 and sunny in Texas. That's the thing I'm tired of. It's swinging all over the place. You're like, hey, we're entering fall. It's winter. It's chilly. And then it's like, what the heck? It's 89 today. What happened? John, did you listen to the new Beatles song? What do you think of the AI to record the song? I have not listened to it yet. With as good as AI is now, I expect good results. But yeah, I haven't heard it yet. To me, it's bizarre. I think, just the concept, you're making a decision for two people who can't make that decision. And even if their estate makes that decision for them, it's still kind of weird, in my opinion. So the idea is odd to me. You're like, hey, here's our song, our fine song. We all wrote it, but we all didn't agree to perform it. So whatever, but I don't know the details of it all. I'm just saying concept wise, that seems odd to me, but I don't know enough about it. I need to see. I saw there was an article. I was going to read it, and then I realized I didn't care enough at that point to read it. So I'm like, okay, I do like Beatles music. They do a great job, but this seems like an odd one. HomePods. But what did you think about it, John, and others in the chat? What did you guys think about it? If you saw it, let us know, because I'm curious. I didn't see the actual video. I just didn't care about reading the article on it. I need to see the video. Okay, Pat, welcome. HomePods in the UK take so long to update. Is it just me? And are you talking about getting updates or the actual update time? Because update time, I haven't experienced any slow updates. I don't trust Apple to do automatic updates. I don't know what their time frame is on automatic updates. So if I expect an update, I always go in and check to see if it's there. I can see, well, I don't know if Apple's bad about that or not, but Amazon sucks about international support. I don't know how quick Apple updates. I would think they update about the same, but I don't trust Apple to automatically update. I have my phone set to automatically update, and if I go into the App Store right now, I'm going to estimate 25 apps need updated. So click on that, go to my account, updated recently, a bunch of stuff. I'll refresh right here. Oh no, that's only 3. Best Buy, CVS, and Google Maps. But those things are, it's an upcoming automatic update. That I don't see. That's the weird part. It's upcoming automatic updates. I just want update. Just give me the update. Don't, hey, FYI, we'll get to your app. Or you can do it right now by hitting update all. And Blake, man, 29 months as a channel member. Thank you, Blake. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, don't forget to like the stream. I appreciate it. We don't have a thumbs down yet, so we need to get 1 because my confidence is getting too high. So, but Pat, yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like once I hear outside the US, I just blame it on that. But that's more Amazon. I feel like Apple slows it down. Eyes are doing well, unlike my head cold. I get the exam the 20th to get glasses to correct my astigmatism and make me see close up. Weird going from near to far-sighted with new lenses in my eyes. That is crazy, actually. Yeah, that flipping to 1. Yeah, you're like, you always needed the glasses one way. But man, that's awesome. That's crazy that they could do that. I saw a picture today of like the little device holding the eye open, and I'm just like, that's so cringy looking. There we go. We got 2 thumbs down. We're committed. I appreciate you all. The engagement. Let's get the rain going. Come on. It's sad. Let's see. And I did say Ford. It's back. Thank you. I appreciate it, Larry. And that's one of those things I am more than happy to go, who knows what the hell came out of my mouth. This is definitely on this stream. It's not one of those places I could stand my ground. It's like, but you said this. No, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, I probably did. So thank you. I appreciate it, Larry. Now, hey, David, welcome. Hello, all. Craig, waiting to see what the Akara Wi-Fi is going to be about. Oh, they're updating. Yeah. Yeah, that is, it was an interesting tweet. I mean, especially with what I know and the relationship of the tweet to the device and your question now. And I go, maybe that wasn't the best tweet to kind of tease. So yeah, I mean, yeah. And now that you say that, it makes me think like, yeah, that may not have hit the way they thought. So, and David, my memory is getting worse, and I have not had to do this in a few years. But is there a general way to pair Zigbee sensors with a new hub? Have several sensors no longer supported but still work? The general way that I know it is that usually it's the device, like anytime that, like if I use the Philips Hue hub, you put that into pairing mode to find the light. But then it seems like everything requires just that setup process. Like, what does it take to get it back into pairing mode? And that's what I would say the generic, kind of a generic way is so many of the things, that long press to start that pairing process again. And then you should be able to go into the Echo, add a new device. I believe it's choose other, if it's not listed there. And then the Zigbee should be able to connect that way. But I think it's so much of it, like the Matter stuff. A lot of that now is just that get it back into that restart mode, that pairing mode, and then the communication starts. If someone else knows more, than please definitely throw it in the comments. Amazon Lady A's birthday is coming up on Monday. Really? Wow, I thought that was in the spring for some reason. I don't know why. So that is 9 years old now. I think 2014, the first Echo was released. Yeah, farm kids worked in the farms in warmer months. Yeah, so see, you got the folks with money running, you got the farm kids taking care of business. Got no room for school there. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wondering if you can get UV cameras to work alongside Ring using Lady A routines. To work alongside Ring, there's no way to bring up an image that I can think of unless the motion detection of the way I could see it working is if the motion detection of the UV camera triggered a routine with a custom command that said bring up the camera, side by side with the Ring, but then you would only see one camera at a time. So I am curious what's going to happen with the Echo Hub. To see if there's any integration. One of the things that's irritating me with the Echo lineup is the fact they're holding back different features. Like when you get the Echo Hub, you're going to be able to do a map of your devices in your house. But that feature is not available on the Echo Show 8 or the Echo 15, Show 15. So yeah, it's a little annoying. They keep holding things back. So best shot of something like that happening would be being able to see multiple cameras is the hub. But I think a custom command would be your best shot. Brian, good morning, Craig and all. Hope everyone's having a great day. Just stopped by quick on a work break and looking forward to watching the show later. Brian, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And hopefully it's a show worth watching. So thank you. And I'm trying to be better about not as many tangents until they're really needed. John, in Texas, a lady got shot and her Apple Watch called 911 and they caught the guy. That is... no, I'm not laughing at that, but I'm like fall protection. I set it off somehow the other day, and I think it was in frustration. Did you fall? No, I whacked. I think I hit something. But that is, the fall protection. If you don't respond to a fall, it'll automatically call 911 for you, which is crazy. And it's even crazier. They caught the guy, which... it seems like too many people don't catch them. Hey, thank you for reversing the thumbs down. We've got thumbs up. And Alan, a channel member, great supporter of the channel, good guy. Thank you, Alan. A lot of great support. Alan's always reached out, and I appreciate it, Alan. And hope you and Nancy are doing well today. David, replacing Ring doorbell with Ring Pro 2. Ring says I have to replace a transformer. Is this a real PETA? It depends where it's at. Double check. I mean, what you can, it's not easy for most people, but I check the voltage because I have a voltage meter to see if you do need to really change it, because it should be 16 to 24 volts, I believe. Changing it out. I know mine is in the attic. So where my bell is, going up there, you're only going to have the two wires that actually go off. It's low voltage. You would just, you got to find where the thing's placed. So mine, happens to be in a crawl space or going into it, and it's convenient because the bell is right below it, where it's located. So not too much of a pain other than where it might be, but physically swapping out shouldn't be. But I'm just tempted about I'm just curious if it's legit, because my house built in '68 had its original doorbell and chime. And I believe it looks like it with the color, the almond color or whatever. But the transformer was already a higher voltage. But yeah, location will determine how much of a pain. I just realized that you change your background, looks good. Yeah, I change it up. I'm working on the lighting. The problem with lighting is, and I looked it up, and some of it has to do with grounding in your house, and some of it has to do with lights themselves. But with these LED lights, I would like to change some colors and turn them up, but what happens is you see a roll that goes there. So if you start changing out some different colors and go to a lighter color, it becomes more noticeable. So a little work in progress happening here, but I need a little change up. This is going to change. I think I'm going to paint the room a color that looks pretty cool. Just put some of the knick-knack stuff, and I got a whole Lego shelf. I'll put that on Discord, show you guys what that is. But just committing. I'm happier with the office. It's getting there. I had a big desk here. This is my activity desk. Like right there, I'm working on the Fast and Furious Lego car over there. So but thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. Gonna be making a few changes. There's Iron Man flying up there. San Francisco, Lego San Francisco. Hey, David. Oh, thank you very much, man. Coming in with the super chat. I appreciate it. I like that if my Ring alarm goes off, it also activates UV cameras and sirens. Maybe, yeah, see, I think you could do it in the routine, because you should still be able to use that custom command. So once that alarm goes off, because Ring offers you the most options within the Lady A app. So you can, the Ring devices, like if it was motion sensor, like it shouldn't even be the motion sensor. If the alarm's on, and it's cracked open, it should, you do a custom command. But can you start sirens from I don't know if you'll be able to start the sirens. I could see, but the camera should start automatically. Yeah. That's a tough one. That really is a tough one, because the best I can see is it coming up on an Echo Show, and an Echo Show using a routine to call it up on the Echo Show. But which Echo Show does it call it up on? Like you'll have to commit to one of those so that it always triggers onto that one Echo. Yeah, I feel like there's just so many darn limitations in there. It's like, we need more toys. We need more smart home toys to play with. But yeah, that's a tough one. But custom command, I feel like, is the key, is somehow working around that. That Arian, I feel like Arian. I'm so sorry. Craig, what's new in tvOS 17.1? 17.1, I think, brings the enhanced dialogue. I don't know if it brought FaceTime. I saw it and there was nothing that jumped out as that was anything big. Enhanced dialogue was something that, with enhanced dialogue, the HomePods, If you have them paired up with an Apple TV, it'll make the dialogue more present, which in a lot of a lot of shows now, the audio is so all over the place. So that could be helpful. But I'm like, I don't remember seeing anything big come through. All the big stuff came in on 17, I thought. So I don't know. Anyone else knows? Please let me know in the comments. But I feel like the enhanced dialogue was the biggest thing I saw. And possible control panel update. There might have been something there user-wise. I know there's an update that if you turn on the TV from the Apple remote on your phone, it'll automatically switch over your account. So there's account switching. But yeah, I can't picture what else change. It wasn't a big one after 17. Oh, Andrew, I now have my DVD player connected to the projector via HDMI. The sound bar is connected wirelessly. Perfect. That's good. I'm glad you were able to get that set up. And it's cool that you can do wireless sound, that it's good enough now. It used to be. And thank you again, Blake, man. I wouldn't be able to do all the upcoming videos without Blake knocking them out, the edit on it. So thank you very much. Pat, it's the length of time it takes to update when I start it. Okay. When you start it, when you actually start the device, I'm trying to picture it. The startup is the length of time it takes to update when I start it. That the full-on restart, like the power up, or like the asking questions updating, that, like, I feel like my answer in the Apple world especially is when things start to become annoying, they need restarted. And sometimes, like, there's times in the house where I'll go to turn on a car light, or open up my closet, which has a light strip in there. And if it doesn't trigger, I'm like, damn it, which Apple device is the hub right now? And for some reason, my office TV, Apple TV, acts up at times. It becomes the lead hub in the house. And then the moment I experience an issue, I go and unplug it. Something else takes over. I plug it back in and everything's fine. So I really feel like, to me, I feel like it's that. But if you're talking a physical restart, that's where they start up. I feel like at times where you don't know where it's at in the startup, but that would be restarting, because it doesn't show, I guess. I'm sorry, I feel like I don't have a good answer for that one. David, I got up at midnight here in the UK to watch the Apple event. It was odd seeing Tim Cook saying good evening. I know, you're so used to the good morning. It was weird. It's just kind of it's like trying to tie into Halloween, something that doesn't tie into Halloween. It's like, it's Halloween, spend $2,000. Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like they kind of missed the mark on that one. That was definitely a good press release time, because I felt like it's 30 minutes that I could have used elsewhere in my life. Devon, 12 days until the movie Trolls band together. Yes, I saw previews for that. I enjoyed the first couple Troll movies with my kids. They're kind of fun. So I could see seeing that one. So nice. David, for quite a while, I've been having lots of problems pausing or stopping music via the non-screen echoes. No problem using the show screen controls. I think it's intentional sabotage. You know what? The thing's listening to you, so it knows. One of the things I'll say is my echoes aren't as annoying. And I think the key is the routine that it runs every morning, that just says that the custom command, stop the by the ways. And then I'll hear the confirmation. I will stop the suggestions, or I don't even remember what it says, but I love it. I feel like my echoes have become so much better because of that. If you haven't seen that video, I made a video that was on how to get your echo to stop being as annoying. This video right Let's just pause this. How to stop the suggestions. So this is the routine that I use in this video to keep the echo suggestions at bay. The Lady A suggestions at limited. Blake, I forgot about the Mac webcam animations from Gestures, and when I was playing D&D online with friends, one of the players thought he was seeing stuff. You're like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. You're like, I don't know any gestures. Nobody else was looking when they popped up except. Awesome. Start messing with the friends. Oh, that's the link to the Beatles song. Yes, I will. Let's see where. Wow, I'm not as far behind as usual. Hey, look at that. Oh, there it is. And John can put links because he's a moderator. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that out. So crazy. Yeah, man, the times we live in, it's a little scary to think of what can be done with digital content now. Really scary. William, what do you think about the new Echo Show Hub, and do you think it would be a game changer for Amazon users? Um, I, I just, I feel like the biggest problem is they're just going to leave something off that you want. Because like one of the things that's nice about this uh, the new Echo Show 8 is that there's now these little widgets that you can put up top so you can get to stuff quicker, like smart home devices, music, different items using the widgets, which I guess mine just decided they were done. But that widget, yeah, okay, goodbye widgets. I guess mine, well, we'll give it a restart someday. But anyways, the widgets, they're not coming to the other Echoes. The Fire TV stuff didn't come to the Echo Show 10 or the Echo Show 8. That's exclusive to the Echo Show 15. But the Echo Show 15, which is supposed to be the family hub, is now not a smart home hub. That's going to be reserved for the Echo Hub, which is going to be priced the same as the Echo Show 8, which won't get the hub software. So I feel like they're going to screw it up. In some way, they're just going to leave something missing. And so game changer, no. Game changer will be Apple coming out with their smart display. And the reason that'll be a game changer is that it's going to have to it'll push Amazon and Echo to go faster. They're not going to be able to fly with this slow touch crap. It's just not going to happen. And I think word of mouth will get around. Someone will see, like, it'll be my wife that'll help make the Echo, or if Apple does it right, the Apple Show, whatever, successful. That's what I think, because it'll be features that are actually useful, like FaceTime. Just FaceTime on an Echo Show with FaceTime on it. Just the convenience of FaceTime across Apple users would be huge. So it'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the one that has FaceTime, and it has my calendars, and it has, so that's going to be the thing that I think moves along the business. It's like the way cell phones, Samsung and Apple just steal the good stuff. So that's my theory. I would love to see the Echo Hub take care of things. I think, and you say, is it a game changer for Amazon users? So that's a more specific question that I should have addressed. I just don't have faith in it. I feel like it's just fractured. Like I was all prepared to take the Echo Show 15 out of the kitchen, but my wife actually uses the Fire TV functionality. Me, I'm annoyed with all the stuff that keeps popping up on the screen. So I just feel like they're going to have a device that's just going to be, more fractured still. So you'll be like, I would love the Echo Show Hub if it did this, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's all awesome. I did ask for an invitation, so I definitely will pre-order it. I'd love to see it be a great, a useful touch screen, because just having a smart home interface, go check out Shane Watley's channel. He did an iPad as a control panel for his home. And then he did a 1-year video, and he's the only one that uses it. It just it didn't sound like it offered enough value to the family. So I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to keep my fingers crossed, that Amazon's gonna crack through with a good one. My next purchase will be an HDMI transceiver to watch live TV through the projector. Yeah, that's and wireless, so you could switch between. Yeah, that'd be good. Would like to get Ring Alarm that if it goes off, could I get Eufy? Oh, yeah, and to record and the siren to go off. See, and sound detection. That would be, does the Eufy camera have sound detection? That's a way to get it to go off, I think. Because if there's sound detection, or you use sound yeah, see, I think Eufy is going to need to have a sound detection setting that once that siren goes off on the alarm, it picks up sound detection, then starts recording, sets off its own siren, and then notifies you. That's the best one I could think. Or if you find something that could be an in-between. But yeah, I feel like it works independently. Okay, if your Ring alarm goes off, you need to get some kind of mechanism that shoots something. Then the Eufy camera picks up the motion of the projectile going by. That turns it on. It's easy. You're just going to need a compressor. Yeah, I feel like if there's sound detection could be an option that similar to like Lady A guard that's going away. John, question, I know I asked this before. I mount to make my HomeKit light bulbs and tell it to turn on at a time and turn off at a time. I only can make it so many hours. How can I do this? Let me check something. I'm going to just mute for a second. Oh, sorry, still muted. Let me see. PM today. Yeah, that's okay. So ask for time. Okay, and let's see. Sorry, I've just issued a note.
I've set the lights in here to turn on at 3:15 p.m. today.
Yeah, that's yeah, so it's set. Now, what ends up happening, this is the way I know it, and I don't, what I asked for was turn on the lights in the office at 3:15, turn off the lights in the office at whatever, 7:15 or whatever I said. Now, if I go into my automations, I believe it ends up creating one still. Yes. What it ends up doing is when it created an automation in there. Today at 3:15, it's going to turn on those accessories. Today at 7:15, it turns it off. So that's the way it does it with voice. Is that how you're asking for it? The group or the lights? Want to make my HomeKit light bulbs and tell it to turn on at a time and turn off at a time. I can only make it so many hours. Yeah, like right now I had said the office lights. Turn office lights off at 7:15. So let me know if that's in line with what you're saying or if I'm totally off. Blake, today I'm following a tutorial about turning Chrome extensions into Safari extensions, hoping it works so I can ditch Chrome because the only reason I use it is for exclusive extensions. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, yeah, I'm curious about it. Now, V, what do you think about the new M3? I think why not? If you are looking to upgrade, go for it. I mean, I have the M1 Max, and I see no reason to update. The M3 is supposed to be like 30% faster. It's a 10% increase, I guess, on certain areas over the M2. Just knowing how good the M1 is, there's kind of the no reason to upgrade if you own an M1, in my opinion. They didn't change the body style of the 16 or the 14 inch. So yeah, I'm like, there's just these M series chips are so good. There's just no reason to upgrade. I got mine in 2021, and I could blame purchases on the channel all day. I just tell my wife and go, I need some more power. Streaming's, I just need the extra power. But I couldn't upgrade just because the M1's so good. So to me, it's like M1's good. M2 is just better. M3, you're getting some more out of it. So why not? But I don't see it as a necessary update from anyone who has an M1. Now, if you're coming from an Intel computer, love these M chips. The M3 is just you see the speed, the response time. It's just, yeah, it's so good that you can't go wrong with them. I just think people are wasting money if they're updating from an M2 unless there's some real reason. And thank you again for the super chat. I'm really wondering if that's probably the best option with that, if there's sound detection, because I know sound detection is coming to a device that I know about that, but it's coming a little later. So something like that. And also, no, that wouldn't start recording. Well, if your Eufy cams, yeah, the ring alarm. The other option too is if you're using Apple devices, you can take a HomePod Mini or a HomePod, use sound detection, and with that sound detection, you could, if your Eufy cameras support it, when the ring alarm goes off, the Eufy cameras could be triggered could be triggered from your HomePod. You would get a notification and hear what's going on, and then that could possibly trigger it. I feel like you might be able to do it better with HomePods using sound detection. I agree with Alan. The shelf is nice, makes the videos more personal since you can put some of your interests. Oh, thank you very much, Blake. Yeah, I'm just needing to change it up, and I got my fake plants, but I'm in this room so much that I just need to kind of make it more comfortable for me. I feel like at times this is my cell that I'm in. My family will take over different TVs in the house, and it's like, well, you have one in your office. I'm like, oh, the place that I've been in for the past 12 hours? Yeah, I'd love to go back there. So that's where I needed to do a little change for me. So I appreciate it, Blake. David Nolan. As a finished carpenter, I install mini locks. This week I installed 2 of the Schlage Encode Plus. By far the easiest deadbolts I've installed, smart or not. Highly recommend. Very cool. The Schlage is a great lock. And yeah, finished carpenter. That's awesome, man. I appreciate the skill in finished carpentry to be able, you watch someone who knows how to do it right, and you're like, oh yeah, there's nails somewhere in there holding that together. But yeah, that's good to hear. They make it so easy with this leg. I would say my biggest recommendation to anybody who's putting in a smart lock, it's one of the things I had to adjust. You need to make sure there's no pressure on the bolt. That if you go and you shut your door right now, and when you turn your deadbolt, you feel that it takes the tension. Well, what ends up happening is when you put a smart lock in, you end up binding because it's taking the tension. So what I had to do is I had to slide the strike plate so the doorknob is taking the tension. So when you shut the door, it's holding everything, and then the bolt just slides freely. So that would be my only thing. If you're finding issues, you install a smart lock and then you're like, it's jamming, it won't get past calibration. You might need the strike plate shifted, which then you get the chisel out or something, or the razor blade to try to, maybe a new hole. I'm sure, David, you could appreciate that. But yeah, the Encode Plus, that's a great one. I'm using the Akara one, so I actually have an Encode Plus. I may need to Look at getting out of there. John, are you going to get the new Apple M3? I already answered that unintentionally. No, I'm just sticking with the M1 Max. It's really a nice feeling to feel content in the Apple ecosystem. And since I don't plan on making a video on it, I haven't made any of the new Apple Watch videos. Just from a personal use standpoint, I feel very content. I have my whatever the last iPad Pro that they released, my Apple Watch, the M1 from a couple years ago. Everything just feels like it's tight and working. That I don't. A few years later on a couple of these things, and I feel no need to upgrade. And as someone who really can blame upgrades on the channel, it's a good place to be in. I like feeling content about the stuff. And that a lot of it I think really changed, at least professionally for me, with the M1, the MacBook Pro 16-inch. Just being able to do these streams, do editing, do everything off of one machine. Hey, Kala, welcome. What's up? Just the usual, talking tech. So thank you for being here. What's up with you? Robin, hey, welcome, Robin. Happy Saturday. What do you think about the Ecobee doorbell? Also, any clue what a car is releasing on November 15th? Love your content. Second question. Yes, I know exactly what they're releasing November 15th. And thank you. I appreciate you watching. What that is, I will let you know on November 15th. What do you think of the Ecobee doorbell? My answer is why. No, I like that you could set up an alarm system with Ecobee and get professional monitoring, I think, for $10 a month. You need their thermostat. You could use their motion sensors, their door sensors, and then their new camera. The reason I say I'm hesitant on the Ecobee doorbell is the fact that it's a new space, and I just like, you got to pay your dues, I think, for that. I think there's going to be a learning curve. It's the same reason I want nothing to do with the Philips camera. $200 for Philips to make a camera. I'm like, stick to the lights. That's their business. It's lighting. So yeah, for me, they're going to need to kind of prove themselves. Where like the Akara lineup, they did well with their cameras. Then they kind of progressed to these different areas, and it's like, oh, the sensors are quick. Oh, the camera looks good. Oh, and then it became the doorbell, and then the lock. And even with the Akara doorbell, they had some growing pains going on. So I'm just like, I don't see the upside unless you're going to go all in on make a security system. But even then, I feel like I would go with a Bode or something, or like Blake. He uses the Akara setup with door sensors, window sensors, all that stuff as an alarm system. But it's a DIY alarm system you monitor yourself. So at the end of the day, if you're going to use that Ecobee monitoring, then I could see the value. But short of that, go with someone who's been doing it better. Everything in TVO 17.1 is minor, mostly bug fixes. Yeah, didn't remember anything jumping out. 20 days until Black Friday. Oh my God, that's it. Wow. But sales will start day after tomorrow. Yeah, the one thing I am surprised about is Amazon didn't go into holiday return period yet. I don't think anything is set up. $39.99 for the new Echo Show 5. Oh yeah, okay. So they did go into return mode on Amazon. Here, I'll drop this down if anyone wants a new Echo Show 5. You could use this link, a couple percentage points. Go back to the channel, no additional cost to you. And yeah, so I'll drop the link there, and I just want you guys to know because it is an affiliate link, because the new Echo Show 5 is on sale for whose birthday, Lady A birthday. But it looks like we're in the holiday return period where you can buy stuff now safely and have till January 31st. Apple actually just entered their holiday return period. So if you were planning on buying anything, you have time to return it. Let's see. So David Nolan, only one wise cam left. Everything is now replaced with Eufy. I'm finally getting consistent notifications again. Very nice. I like the Eufy stuff. It is great. I got two in the backyard. I have I have two of the outdoor ones. I have one inside in the kitchen. And the whole reason I'll use them is because I can take advantage of the different privacy modes on them. And that's one of the reasons I like the Akara stuff. 30 minutes of information and conversation. That's I like that. That sounds good. Now, and that's we're entering the last call for questions. Anything you want to throw down in the comments when that timer goes down, we type in closed in the comments. And then any questions, I'll just have to say stay tuned next week. And I'll forget between now and then. John, I found out that Apple web browser and Google Chrome browser has a bug that lets people see your password. Nobody has fixed it yet and being out for a year. Oh, see now, man, with Google, I I don't save any passwords in Chrome. I wiped all that stuff out. I don't save any passwords there in Chrome. Yeah, the only place I've saved, I've given up on all third-party password managers. I just keep everything within my home, just within saved on in passwords. But no, I didn't know about that for Safari. I didn't know about it for Chrome. I'm just paranoid after well, like Paul Hibbert had an experience with his channel being hijacked. David Nolan, almost forgot this annoyance. Every morning this week, the shows have some notification waiting with the yellow alert. Nothing but more advertising BS. I already had everything turned off. Yes, I know. I've seen more of those yellow, my screen with the yellow thing on there. And yeah, it was letting me know. It had to give me a notification to let me know my printer ink was almost out. And should they reload it for me? Or yeah, I feel you on that. And with the Echo shows, you see that yellow bar. And then with Echoes, you see the yellow ring. And it has been nothing useful. Or I get weather alerts all the time. You need to check out the Link and Link Wi-Fi radar motion sensor available on Amazon. It's great. It turns my smart lights on in my kitchen. They won't turn off until I've left the room. That is interesting. A Wi-Fi radar too. I mean, so many of these things are Wi-Fi based. So well, yeah, let's see if I can. What do we get? Oh, that was something you removed. Okay. Let's see if I could get it to. Oh, I'm not. Okay, I gotta go into. I can't copy out of one. Let me see if I could get this. Watch. Somehow we won't have this here. Yeah, that's motion sensors are great until you're sitting in the dark. And copying that. Oh, let's see. No, that's Amazon device. Let's try to look on all departments this time. Oh, yeah. See, that may not, I'm not seeing that. Or is it the broad link? Did that mess up and change it? Broad link, smart radar motion sensor? Is that it? That, let me know, because I haven't seen one with radar. I'm so used to seeing, well, I mean, it's millimeter wave radar. And that's the thing with the Akara presence sensor. Whoop, I think that's it. No more questions. With the Akara presence sensor, that thing's kind of expensive if you just want to use it for only as a presence sensor, a general one. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm like, do we not get that one? Kal-El, the Apple event, even though it had a spooky vibe to it, still was the definition of could have been a press release. 100%. It just seems, well, I mean, it puts people to work. I mean, that's the benefit of it. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, it just wasn't a good time for an event. William, I'm building my parents a smart home. They are Lady A and Apple users. Are there any outdoor cams that work with both? The ones I use, and they're I've had these for a couple years now. This is just the Eufy cam. Let me let it load up. The Eufy Cam 2C. I'll show you the kit in a moment, but this is one of the cameras. It's a small camera, just one I have in my backyard. It's 1080p, and it works. Eufy. Now with the Eufy Cam outdoor cameras, Cam 2C, it uses a base station to uses a base station that saves the recordings locally. There's always some good savings on these things. Apparently, 149 if you use the promo code, but definitely look out over Prime days. Nice thing about this is, well, it'll last 180 days of battery life if you're not using it with Apple HomeKit. I like using it. I like that I could use my Apple devices with it, bring it up in the Home app. I could bring it up on the Echo Shows. Really, it's the most versatile option to me, is going with the Eufy stuff. And what's nice about Eufy is if you just type in Eufy camera, they got the indoor stuff, very affordable. This has like HomeKit secure video. You could have settings turned on. See, I purchased this in 2020. Yeah, 2K video there. You could always add additional cameras. The one thing I say watch out for is their 3 lineup. Any of their stuff that uses their 3 base station. That stuff does not work with HomeKit. I actually have some of it I'm going to get rid of, some nice stuff that I won't use. I have this kit here that I'm not going to keep because it doesn't work with HomeKit. They've never updated the base station. So yes, I will be getting rid of that. So, but yeah, Eufy's definitely the way I would go if you want to have both worlds, or go with a car. But the car doesn't have outdoor cameras. That would be the thing that's missing from their lineup. I'm going to put a link down in the description. So it is an affiliate link. If you use it, no additional cost to you. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I got to type closed. Closed. I didn't do it. No more questions. There you go. I made it official. Let's see. So one of my favorite minor updates, Blake, to the new iOS is the ability to name group text with people with Android. I have 2 text groups that I regularly text in, and 1 to 2 people in each group have Android. That is good. That is good that you... It's annoying to have the one person or the couple people that aren't in. It's my brother in my family. He's the only one that is, he's the only one that's not on Apple. We need an overlay that says, don't adjust your television set. Craig is just talking to his assistant. Oh my God, am I really that far behind now? Oh, wow. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, nothing's wrong. Not going to lie, if that HomePod with the screen doesn't have ads, my wallet's going to hate me. That's the thing. If it ties in, no ads, and it takes care of business, it would be good. David finally got around to installing Lutron fan switches. Can a regular 5-button Pico be used to control the fan? The actual fan Picos look exactly the same and cost 50% more. I don't know. I haven't tried to pair the Picos with anything but the switches. I feel like it should work, but then honestly, I mean, for me, that might be an Amazon or a Home Depot run to go try it. Because if it is that kind of savings, or to do a little forum checking, but I've not tried any of the remotes with a fan. I don't have a variable fan to try that with, because that'd be cool. It's mainly because I love the Ring alarm, but the cameras suck. So looking at Eufy cameras to replace them. Yeah, that is, see, yeah, I mean, either Eufy or Akara. That's the other one I like. And that's where Akara opens up adding the different sensors. And Eufy does have sensors, but yeah, I'm with you on the Ring alarm. To me, they're still the most consistent. or they've been doing it the longest and no one's dethroned them. So, no, I'm doing with the app. I haven't tried telling to do that. Thanks a lot. Okay, yeah, just try doing it, asking for it, and then it'll make an automation for you. Schleg, bless you. That's funny. I like it. Man, that's a good lock. They make good stuff. But that's a perfect example. Schlage is a company that's made locks for years. Now they've made it smart. Lady A and Ring Doorbell came to the rescue last week. I fell and got stuck on the floor. When the ambulance crew rang doorbell, I get an alert on one of various Echo Dots. I was able to direct them. Andrew, I am glad. I'm sorry to hear that you fell and got stuck on the floor, but I'm glad it was there for you. That is good to know because, yeah, you can talk through it. Oh, man, good to hear. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, that's especially, if to be able to get help. So, man, that's scary. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I'm glad your devices did good. And that's the thing, it's integration. Like until someone kind of gets to the Ring status of security, it's like I'm gonna have some echo shows and to have this stuff tie in. My battery on my iPad is not as good after the update. Yeah, you know what? It seemed like battery. I would really stay on top of the updates, John, because it seemed like iOS 17 just kind of jacked with a lot of battery life on stuff. Hopefully, it's an optimization thing that'll go away, and that it's not something. It's like the idea you get a new phone, and as you're setting everything up and downloading and stuff, then the behind the scenes is working harder. So hopefully it's that, or an update will resolve it. I know there were some issues early on with, I think 17 was just killing stuff. Yeah, and man, I'm glad to hear your echoes were there for you, Andrew. Curtis, I have a 2020 MacBook Air M1 with 16. Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah, the M1 is awesome. The MacBook Air. I need to reformat my old one for my daughter. Still my favorite computer I've owned. Wow. I'm still using 2015 MacBook Air. Maybe time for an upgrade. The fact you're still using a 2015 MacBook Air says that, one, you don't have a heavy workload. I was always jealous of the folks who could carry around the 2015 MacBook, like the MacBook Airs, because I always had to carry a beast around to do CAD work and on. So I was jealous of the little thing that weighed nothing. Yeah, if you used an M1 MacBook Air, you'll be blown away, because the Intel MacBook Airs were one of the last machines I'd ever recommend for performance. Now, the M1 MacBook Air, I would say, would take care of 90% of people out there. I used the M1 Air to run the channel for a year, and all my editing was on that. So, oh, shoot, I'm way behind. But yeah, that is. That would be a huge update for you. Just you would notice just a snappiness that the Intel machines just don't have. 46 minutes and no good rant yet. Oh man, maybe today I at least brought good information. Larry, having an issue with Ecobee thermostat. Sometimes I ask one of my Apple HomePods what temperature it is, and it says 82 when it's set for 75. Any thoughts? That, my guess, is it's telling you the temperature. If it's a HomePod Mini, it's telling you the temperature that the HomePod Mini's seen. So that is what I think it is it's telling you the temperature of a sensor that is in the room or the HomePod that is in the same place that you're asking. I think what you would need to specify is, sometimes I ask one of my Apple HomePods, I'm really curious if you're asking a Mini, because that's where if I ask a Mini and say, what is the temperature? If I have two Minis, one in the bathroom and one in the bedroom, it'll say the temperature is ranging between 72 and 75. So that is where my mind goes, is it's telling you the temperature from another sensor. Is there a good Logitech G Pro replacement cable out there? I have no idea. I know if I'm thinking correctly, like the Logitech mouse, also the Razer mouse. They use the USB, the micro USB that is like a special shape to fit in there. I think if I know that's the way it is with my Razer. I want to say Logitech's the same way, so I don't know. Um, Apple has a buyback program. You know what? I used it for one of my to get rid of my 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it was just so easy. I get why people would use it. It's just so easy. You know, they send the box out, you put it in there, you get your instant credit for it. But yeah, you're not going to get what you can get selling it yourself. You know, that's the thing. Is Hoob still a great way to get Ring cameras into Apple HomeKit? I feel like it's a way. You know, I don't there's another hub. I would check out Shane's channel. I think he's covered it. There's another hub out there. I find though Hoobs works. It's just, yeah, it's one of the best ways to still do it. I just feel like sometimes it gets clunky, you know, that it's just like mine was acting up at times. So yeah, that's I don't know. It's still one of the best ways, but I feel like someone else, there's another hub out. Some black with green hub. Brian covered it at Automate Your Life. I think Paul Hibbert covered it. Yeah. B. Hey, V, thank you. Sorry, questions are closed. That's it. We're moving forward. We're holding strong. I'm waiting for a car to release the long rumored outdoor camera. They need to. It would be really good if they did release one because a car, they make such great stuff. And I'm going to open up this link. Link and link. Okay, currently unavailable in the US. So here, well, the link is in the chat if you guys want to check that out at all. But yeah, currently unavailable. It's like you don't get some of our good smart devices, and we don't get some of yours. So, but yeah, Akara definitely needs an outdoor camera. I think that's going to be big for them. Having cares come in 4 times a day. I consider a smart lock being disabled. I contact a couple locksmiths. They wouldn't recommend for UK market. Yeah, in the UK, it's like you can't use a lot of the ones that we're using. But you know what, though? Consider, you know, there is the option for SwitchBot lock. You know, that's an option. Like Paul Hibbard had covered it, you know, using the SwitchBot lock and having the flexibility to be able to put it over an existing lock. But yeah, I could see that being a great option for you. You know, to be able people to be able to get in. You could give temporary access codes if you want. You can do access codes like during certain times of day. You know, there's a lot of good stuff. Still, nobody has made an in-depth video of the Akara relay. Yeah, I haven't thought about a good use for it personally. I thought didn't Shane and Brian at Automate Your Life, did they make one on it? I don't think I don't think Paul did. I don't know. I wasn't offered one, and I didn't have a good personal use for one. Although my garage might be good. If you were buying a video doorbell today that you wanted to use with Apple HomeKit, what would you buy? To use natively with Apple HomeKit, I would go with the Akara. I would go with the Kara G4 doorbell. I like their lock a lot. You could start to work their devices together. Yeah, see, this is one. I mean, it's worth a try, even if you had issues with it. I know early on there were some growing pains with this lock or with this doorbell. There was an update. And I just answered a question while they're closed. Damn it. Sucked me in again. No, but this is a good one. When they first came out, there was they needed a firmware update because there was false overheating messages coming up. So they had to go through a couple of rounds of firmware updates, but I didn't realize it's that cheap now that there's the $20 off. So you get that, you end up getting things like you get the lock, which I love the lock. Even that's got a great sale right now. But yeah, you get those and they start to work together where you can unlock the lock, write an automation that if the fingerprint unlocks the lock, it'll put your cameras inside in privacy mode. So, or if you get a doorbell ring, you can have that trigger different things. So I'll put this down there, but at $89.99, I don't know a better HomeKit option. I didn't realize it was on sale for that much. So, but yeah, and I definitely got to pick up my pace. But yeah, I'll put that in there. But that would be the one I'd go with. I think they got their growing pains out of the way now. I like the new timer. It gives people enough time to get their questions in, but also gives you a good hard line to get on with your life. Yes, and you know what? He got in just in time. And Alan, I can't, I'm trained. I'm trained up to answer. I can't help it, but I appreciate you, Alan. Man, it's like, yeah. Alan knows I'll be here 2 hours and he's trying to help me keep it under control. I like the old days when we could keep Greg going for 2 hours. I know. But the thing is, it's not like I actually get done at 10. It just, we just put the bumpers on a little bit so we don't bounce around too much. Let's see, right on schedule as usual. You know it. 1 hour and 5 minutes. That only puts me 6 minutes behind. It actually says the temperature is set for 82. Okay. So now it says the temperature is set for 82. So if you're asking what the temperature is, it'll tell you what it's set for. What have you tried asking what the temperature is in what is the temperature in the room? Not what is, like, have you specified the room to see if you get anything different? Because if you say, what is the Ecobee temperature set to, and then it gives you a temperature, or it tells you what it's set at, but it's not giving you a room temperature, I would ask and see if you can get a room temperature. What is the family room temperature? I don't know if that makes sense or if that's a different... odd working on my end. Have a look at Paul Hibbert's video on the motion radar sensor, only 16 pounds in the UK. I know that is, yeah, it is weird how certain things just aren't. But yeah, I'll put that in there, save for later. Devon, just a reminder, my birthday's on Monday, November 20th. Devon, very cool, man. Yeah, we got to remember, what is the 20th? What day a week is that? What is today? I don't know. I don't know the days anymore. They're all blending together. So what is it? Okay. Well, you'll have Monday. Yeah, no school. No, that's not. Oh, you're right before Thanksgiving. That's why. Oh yeah, the way Thanksgiving's lining up. Your birthday's Thanksgiving weekend. So very cool. Happy early birthday. Don't want to forget, but you're going to let us know on Sunday to remind us. So did you check out Nellis Auctions? No, I didn't check out Nellis Auctions. Oh, no, I didn't yet. I'm sorry. And it popped right up because we were talking about that. It just auto-filled for me. But no, I haven't checked them out. Throw down the link. Shopping Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh yeah, that's yeah, CES. I just remember CES. So yeah, I haven't checked them out yet though. Now, what would you say the best thing to get from them would be? And that was a question. It got through. And Jeremy, hopefully that helps out some. And Lawrence, yes. I answered your question. No. The timer's a brand new thing, Jeremy. That came out like 2 streams ago. We're just playing, trying something new. Thanks, Craig. Andrea recovering after having a complicated tooth extraction. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. complicated. Tooth extractions suck when they're good. Oh, like what happened there? That is, oh my gosh, that is, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Andrea, I'm sorry to hear that because tooth problems suck even when they're good. Complicated. Oh man. I'm like, I hate teeth stuff. Yeah. Bill Wilson, almost done. Under an hour and 15, I doubt it. Yeah, see, an hour and 16. So, don't worry about Jeremy. It's his channel. What he says goes. Stop. No way talk. That's what I'm saying. The temperature doesn't match. It says it's set to 82, but the temperature is actually set. Ooh. Are you using the sensors? That's the only thing I'll throw out there. The room sensor works fine. It's just that the EcoP reports that the temperature is set to something that it's not. I would give it a restart. I would pull it off the wall, see if that gives it a thing. I know from a temperature setting standpoint, one thing that I didn't like about the EcoBee is that it will average out the temperature between your sensor and the thermostat. So what I did is I don't let the temperature sensor affect. I don't let it average the two. I let it only take the temperature sensor from the thermostat itself because it was doing 79 in my bedroom and then 74 downstairs and then setting the thermostat at 77. So put the thermostat to try to balance it out. That's the only thing I could think about. It's just that the sensor, yeah, I'm like, other than that, I can't. Oh, wow. Nels Auction sells many Apple products. I picked up in a car U1 for $73. That is a great deal. And a car M2 for $19. Yeah, the U1 is normally, $189 or $229. That's an awesome deal. And the Akara Hub is normally $59.99. Cool. Well, thanks for I'll have to look up Akara to stuff that pops up. So anyways, though, I'm going to get out of here. We're at 1 hour and 17 minutes. It would have easily been an hour and 45 without the help and suggestion of one of my buddies here, Alan. So thank you very much, Alan. I do appreciate it because I do need to keep the bumpers there because I wonder. But I like that this stream has been a stream that if you ask a question, we try to get to it, or if there's some good information to share, like good stuff you're using. I like the people sharing with it. I don't want this to just be a stream where it's like, where's everybody at? Let me know in the comments. Oh, we got SoCal, we got this. What's everybody drinking this morning? Coffee, beer. It's 8 a.m. There's certain streams I've watched where just absolutely nothing. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I do appreciate you guys spending part of your day here. Alan, say hi to Nancy. Andrea, I hope you feel better. Everybody, just have a great rest of your weekend. Isn't it, I think, is it Monday? Monday, isn't it Veterans Day? Is that right? Don't we have a holiday coming up? I thought there was a Monday. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Zimmy Smart and Sonoff both have Matter bridges in their newest Zigbee border routers. Too much money to spend. Okay, it's good to know. Off to IKEA today to buy some more bowls for my Hue Matter bridge. The much more affordable option, and I love it. Very early on, IKEA made a product to work with a competitor, and it's only helped them both. So have a good time there. Next Friday. Okay, next Friday. Okay, that's what it was. Next Friday. Oh, and I don't think I'm able to stream next Sunday because, yes, I have family plans there. There's some, my wife she's gone, and then I have to deal with the kids. I was going to say as if it's some bad thing. Oh, and my daughter has a bar mitzvah, first bar mitzvah she's ever gone to, coming up. So I can't do next Saturday. I will be back on the 18th. We do have Echo Show video coming up this weekend. We're also going to look at the SwitchBot K10 mini vacuum. That thing has been pretty impressive. But yeah, we've got some different stuff coming on. But yeah, I'll see you guys not next weekend. I always have fun doing these streams. It's the easiest part of my gig. The easier than making videos. So yeah, that's next Saturday. I won't be able to do it. So, but yeah, the following weekend we'll do a stream. So thank you guys again for being here, and have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.